Are you spending hours creating content to try to grow your business only to barely get any views and worse, zero sales from all that effort? If you're nodding your head right now, I get it. You've been following all of the expert advice, posting every single day, trying different styles, chasing trends, yet you're still struggling to grow. And when you do get views, they don't translate into clients. I know this because I was once in that exact same position. You see, back in 2023, I had videos hitting millions of views and I was getting tens of thousands of followers in just weeks. And I thought I made it. And I thought my business would just explode and I'd be signing multiple clients a day. But the brutal truth is that all those views translate to almost $0. Talk about a wake-up call. However, in 2025, I'm getting fewer views than I was in 2023, but I'm making nearly 10 times more money working way less. And the best part is that I never chase clients anymore. They come to me credit card in hand, ready to invest, all because I started doing less. So today, I'm gonna show you why the way you're creating content right now is pushing away the exact clients you want and the simple change that fixes it, the key difference between content that gets you views versus content that makes money, how to turn casual viewers into $1,000 to $5,000 clients without any objections, and the exact system that allowed me to travel through Europe for the last 2 months, barely posting while still having one of my highest income months ever. So who's actually gonna benefit from this? First, you need to be what I call an education creator. This means you teach or coach people something valuable online to get a result. So if you're a coach, consultant, or service-based business owner, you're in the right place. Second, you're tired of wasting money on ads or guessing what to post. You know you have the expertise people will pay for, you just don't want to spend months figuring out the hard way. And then third and most importantly, you want to build a simple, profitable, lifestyle-driven business. You're not looking to manage 10 employees or be on calls all day. You want freedom. Freedom to work less, do what you love, and make enough to just never have to look at prices when you go to the grocery store or a restaurant. So if you want someone to tell you to hustle 24/7 just to make money but not enjoy your life, I'm not your guy, go watch someone else. But if you want to create a business that works for you, not the other way around, then keep watching. Now, before I share the juicy stuff that's going to make you go, holy shit, why haven't I been doing this the whole time? You might be wondering, who the hell is this guy to tell me I've been doing it all wrong? And that's a fair question. My name's Zita, and just a few years ago, I was just this camera-shy, ambitious guy trying to turn my knowledge into a real coaching/education business. And I figured content would be the best way to get clients because, everyone made it seem so easy. You post content, give value, people see that you know your stuff, they buy what you're selling, and boom, you're making tens of thousands of dollars online. Sounds easy, right? It was not. When I first started, I was pulling all-nighters just trying to post one piece of content a day. And I did this for nearly 3 months straight with no real results. Until I finally hit the moment every creator dreams of. I went viral. My videos were suddenly getting hundreds of thousands of views, and in just 2 weeks, I'd gained tens of thousands of followers. And I thought, this is it. I'm about to cash in and my business is going to explode. But here's where that story takes a turn. Despite all those views and new followers, I didn't even make enough money to buy 2 coffees. And that's when my entire perspective on content completely changed. I stopped focusing on what all these social media gurus were teaching and started focusing on the only 2 things that mattered when growing your business with content. And that's how many viewers am I actually turning into clients and how much time am I spending on each piece of content compared to the results I'm getting from them. And when I started focusing on only these 2 things, everything clicked. I became more dialed in with my content. I knew exactly what to post and how many leads and clients it would bring. And I stopped seeing myself, as a content creator and started seeing myself as a business owner who uses content to grow my business. Now in 2025, I'm making more money than I ever have with fewer views, less content, and way more freedom. And I have no stress about going viral anymore, no burnout from posting every day. And I actually enjoy creating content again because I'm not stressing about vanity metrics like views or likes anymore. And this new approach has allowed me to travel through Europe for a month with my girlfriend, live in my dream condo, get flown out for events by the world's top brands, be invited to be on the biggest of podcasts, connect with 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs, and most importantly, help people like you completely change their lives. Like Chaso, who went from working a $15 an hour job at Best Buy to make over $20,000 per month. Or Marta, who made $10,000 from her first launch with just under 3,000 followers. The truth is, you don't need a big audience. You don't need to work 24/7. You just need the right strategy. And that's exactly what I'm about to give you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the 3 core shifts that not only changed everything for me, but for hundreds of education creators across different niches. So if you're tired of creating and seeing no results and are ready to start making real money from your content, Buckle up because this is the part that changes everything. Now, before this year, getting clients from content was so easy. Just get one viral video, post one story, and you'd easily sign 2 or 3 clients without breaking a sweat. It didn't even really matter what you were selling. But in 2025, everything has changed. We're living in a new reality where everybody gets views because everybody's just copying the same viral videos, and that's the problem. Views no longer guarantees you sales, and they no longer grow your business. Let me prove this even further. In just the past few months, I've had creators with massive followings. We're talking 200K, 400K, even 700,000 followers reach out to me because they were making less than $5,000 a month from their content. Think about that. These people are getting millions of views monthly, yet they're struggling to pay their bills. They've got the followers, they got the views, but they're barely hanging on. Why? Because they're still playing the old and outdated game of social media. And as a coach or business owner, this should scare you. If creators with huge audiences are struggling to make a living, what chance does someone with 1,000 followers have? Now, luckily, there is a better way, and it's been crushing for me and a ton of other creators. And I call it the content funnel. Instead of creating random content hoping it goes viral, you create content that follows the customer awareness journey, which are the phases someone has to go through before they actually buy your product. First, you create engagement content. Now, this is simple, relatable content that grabs attention and makes people think, wow, this person actually gives good advice, I should follow them. Next, you share authority content, which is deeper content that shows your unique process, your expertise, and your personal beliefs. This is what turns followers into true fans who trust that you can solve their problems. Then finally, at the bottom of this funnel is sales content. And this is where you prove to your audience that you have solved their problems before by sharing results you've gotten for yourself and others. This builds beliefs and turns true fans into ready-to-buy clients. And when I started using this system, my views did go down a little, but my leads exploded. And the reason for it is because I stopped trying to impress everyone and became someone worth following. And this is how creators with small audiences are signing $5,000 to even $10,000 clients, while influencers with hundreds of thousands of followers are still broke. Take Pablo, for example. With only 30 followers, he signed 3 high-ticket clients in under 30 days using the content funnel system. So let me ask you this. Would you rather have 100,000 followers making you $4,000 a month, or 5,000 followers making you $20,000 a month? The answer should be obvious. And that brings me to the second big shift that changed everything for my business. And honestly, it's the biggest mistake I see education creators making today. So if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. If you truly want to grow without posting every day, without running ads, and without needing 100,000 followers, you cannot rely solely on short form content. Here's why. Short form content is like speed dating. You get 30 seconds to make an impression before people scroll on to the next person. But can you really build enough trust to sell a $500 to $5,000 offer in 30 seconds? Of course not. Instagram and TikTok have become the go-to platforms for new creators. Everyone starts there because it's so easy just to whip out your phone, record a quick video, post it, and get a few hundred views. But that's also the problem. Because it's so easy, these platforms are massively overcrowded. Everyone's trying to stand out in the same 30-second window, saying the same things in just slightly different ways. And ask yourself this, would you pay someone $1,000 after just a few 30-second interactions? Probably not. You'd want multiple conversations, a deeper connection, and real trust before making that kind of investment. And I can guarantee in your niche alone, yes, you watching this, your niche, I can probably find 20 other people selling almost the exact same thing as you with bigger followings. So the real question becomes, why should someone buy from you over them? Well, it comes down to one thing, trust. People don't buy just because you have great content. They buy because they feel a real connection to you. They trust that you understand their problem and know how to solve it. And the best way to build that trust and turn followers into paying clients is what I call the automated sales ecosystem. It's a simple system that links your content across multiple platforms in a way that builds deep trust quickly so you can turn strangers into paying clients up to 5 times faster. Think of it like this. Instagram and TikTok, right? This is the first date. It's where people find you, watch a couple of reels, and decide if they want to ghost you or see more of you. Then for those who do want to see more of you, you funnel them into an email list. And this is like the second date. This is where you deepen the connection with them by sharing your story, your values, and your unique approach to getting results. And then if they like you and keep reading your emails, you funnel them to a YouTube video that sells your offer. And this is the third date. It's where you give them all the sauce, prove your expertise, and earn their full trust. And once that trust is built, they're the ones reaching out to you ready to buy. Most of my $5,000 clients didn't buy just from watching a single reel. They discovered me on Instagram, connected with my emails, and were convinced by my YouTube videos. And by the time they reached out, I wasn't just an option, I was the option. Their mind was already made up and their credit card was already in their hand. Now, the final big shift I made, the one that let me make way more money without working harder, was learning how to create leverage in my business. Most education creators out there believe that to make more money, they need to create more content, launch more products, take more sales calls, run more ads, hire more team members, and work more hours. But that do more mindset is exactly why so many of them burn out while their income stays stuck. What I discovered after years of trial and error is this: scaling your business isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, but focusing on what actually moves the needle. When I looked at my own business, I found that 80% of my income came from just 20% of what I was doing. The rest was just busy work, stuff that made me feel productive but didn't actually grow the business. So I made a shift. I started focusing only on what I call revenue drivers, these small handful of tasks that directly bring in clients and cash. Everything else, I either eliminated, automated, or outsourced it. But here's the key. Your revenue drivers change depending on where you are in your business. And that's exactly why I built the Views to Cash system, a simple 3-phase system that shows you exactly what to focus on at each stage so you can stop guessing what to do and start seeing results faster while doing less. Let me break it down for you, starting with phase 1, growing a following of your ideal clients. Now, I don't care if you have 100,000 followers. If none of them are your ideal clients, you might as well have 0. In phase 1, there's only one revenue driver that matters, and that's creating content that attracts the right people, your future clients. That's it. No need to worry about products, launches, or sales funnels yet. Just focus on growing the right audience. Now, how do you do this? By using the content funnel. First, you create engagement content to get new viewers to notice you. Think of these as your attention grabbers. Post 1 to 2 of these a week. Then second, you create authority content. This will show off your unique approach and make people see you as a true expert in your space. Just one good authority post per week is enough. Then third, you share sales content, where you show proof that you're able to get results. Just one strong sales post every 2 weeks will do the job. Now, what makes this so powerful is its simplicity. You're posting less, but every post has a clear purpose. No fluff, no guessing, just content that moves your business forward. And when you stick with this system, something amazing happens. You'll notice your exact ideal clients will start to follow you, engage with their content, and your DMs will start filling up with people asking if you're selling anything. And that's your sign that it's working. And when you see that shift, it's time to move to phase 2, which is turning those followers into paying clients. Now that you've built a following of your ideal clients, it's time to focus on the next revenue driver, and that's turning those followers into paying customers. And this is where your focus shifts to building your automated sales ecosystem. Here's how it works. First, you want to move followers off Instagram and into your email list so you have direct access to them without an algorithm choosing if they see your content. Now, to do that, you offer a lead magnet, a free resource that solves a specific problem your ideal client is struggling with. And then in return, they give you their email for it. And to make the process automatic, use a tool like ManyChat. It sends the lead magnet and collects their email without you doing anything manually. Second, you build trust through email. When someone joins your email list, you send a short series of emails that do 2 things. Help them understand their problem more clearly and show them that your method is the best way to solve it. This email sequence builds trust and warms them up to your offer. And then every email points them to your next big conversion tool, which is your YouTube VSL. Now, this isn't just any video. It's a strategically crafted presentation that shows people their problem, your unique way to solve it, and positions you as the best person to help them. The best part of it is that it runs 24/7 and it gives your best sales pitch perfectly every single time. And it meets people exactly when they're ready to buy. Then by the time someone finishes your YouTube VSL, they should already be 90% sold. Your only job now is to tell them how to take the next step, whether that's booking a call or sending you a DM. Now, what sets this approach apart is that it's designed to run without your constant attention. Unlike the old model of, chasing leads and convincing people to buy, your content brings in the right people and your ecosystem turns them into clients automatically. Now, once it starts working consistently, you're going to face a new challenge. And that's how do you make more money without doing more work? And that's exactly what phase 3 of the Views to Cash system is all about. This is where the final revenue driver comes in, the product ladder. Most people think that to grow their income, they need to constantly create new products, launch new offers, and run new promotions. But all that really does is just add more work, more stress, and just more complexity to your business. If you want to truly scale without burning out, hiring a big team, or working around the clock, you don't need more offers. You need one core product offered at 3 different access levels. Here's how it works. Level 1 is your course, priced around $27 to $297. It includes all your training and frameworks, but no direct access to you. It's fully automated, requires no extra time, and can be sold to thousands of people with zero extra effort. Level 2 is a group program or community priced at around $1,000 to $3,000. It includes the course, a private chat where they can ask you questions, and weekly group calls. It gives people more access to you without taking too much more of your time. Then level 3 is your one-on-one offer that can be priced around $3,000 to $10,000 plus. And this can be direct support, private coaching, or a done-for-you service. It's high impact, high touch, and reserved for your most committed clients. Now, the beauty of this approach is that the teaching doesn't change across these levels. You're not building 3 different products. You're creating one product and simply changing the level of access people get to you. And this eliminates the need to create multiple offers or products and creates a natural upgrade path. Clients can start at any level, then move up as they see results or just need more direct help. We've had numerous clients start with the course and eventually become $5,000 plus clients through the upgrades. And with this structure, you serve more people without working more, you scale your income without scaling your stress, and you keep your business simple, profitable, and lifestyle driven. It's a win-win-win. This 3-phase system is exactly how I consistently earn 30 to 50K a month with just me and 2 VAs. Not by doing more, but by doing the right things in the right order. Now, I'm not saying this is the only strategy that works. I'm just showing you what's worked for me and what's helped our clients get real and lasting results. Like Jonathan, who made $150,000 extra for his business in under a year using this system. Or Ben, who is stuck gaining only 4 to 5 followers a day, gained 20,000 in just the first 45 days and doubled his sales. Or Django, who is grinding away at growing his personal brand, but barely making a few $100 a month. After joining the program, he skyrocketed to over $20,000 a month, bought a Tesla, and he's only getting started. This system has worked in so many different niches and industries. And if you want help adopting this 3-phase Views to Cash system for yourself, then I'd love for you to reach out and just DM me the word inner on Instagram, and I'll send you the full details of how we can work together. No sales call, no pressure, just a clear breakdown of how we can help you implement this exact system in your business. Click the link in the description to go straight to my Instagram, and let's make this your most profitable and stress-free year yet. Talk soon. Take care.